you serious? Are you serious? John F. Kerry has been to the Middle East 11 times. But now it's getting intense. Get a cup of coffee. Let me share this with you. We know what the Bible says. Matter of fact, before I read to you what John Kerry is threatening to cut off the Palestinian Authority's aid if there's no peace deal signed. Okay, here we go. He's going to do to both sides. He's going to do the Jews the same way that he's going to do the Palestinians. And that is, he's going to leverage them both. He's going to threaten them both. With Israel, it's not as much the money, although they get a lot of money from us. It's going to be the security. He's going to say, if you guys don't do this thing, we're just going to back off and let Iran do whatever they want to do. We can put the hammer on them. Okay, so it's more about security as it relates to Israel on the sticking points. But on the Palestinians, it's all about the money. They're going to get the land. They don't have any now. So everything they get, anything they get is better than what they got. But it's about the billions of dollars. And what he's saying to them, not only will you not get billions more to establish your country, we're going to cut off the aid you're already getting. This is the hardball approach being done by John F. Kerry and the Barack Obama administration to force a covenant with many, which is in the Bible in Daniel 9:27. Now, I'm going to read to you in just a moment Genesis chapter 25, 3 verses 21, 22, and 23. But before I do, let me tell you what John Kerry is attempting to do. U.S. Secretary of State John F. Kerry has threatened to discontinue all American aid to the Palestinian Authority if the current round of negotiations does not result in a peace agreement, according to a senior Palestinian official is claiming yesterday, January 9th, 2014. Taysir Khalid, a member of the PLO Executive Committee, said that the United States had implied it would stop giving financial aid to the Palestinian Authority and would not be able to prevent Israeli expansion of the West Bank settlements if a framework for a long-lasting accord was not agreed upon. So here you go. Here's the first threat coming their way. According to the Israeli Daily, Khalid accused Kerry of committing political blackmail by pressuring Palestinians to make concessions. Welcome to the Obama administration. The Chicago gangster mentality is now being done in the Middle East. And not just to the Palestinians. They're doing the exact same thing to the Israelis. They're threatening them with cutting off their aid and their military support and backing off and let Iran do what they do. And nothing we can do about it. Okay, that's what they're saying. According to them, so far, he says, quote, the negotiations did not lead to a significant breakthrough on essential issues. Khalid reportedly said during a press conference in Ramallah, the Palestinian side cannot sign a framework agreement because it does not comply with our minimum requirements and the rights of the Palestinians. We will not give up on the Palestinian cause for money. Kerry has made 10 visits to the region since talks resumed last July, shuttling between Israeli and Palestinian leaders to mediate the talks. Recently, he has been pushing a framework agreement as part of his efforts to nudge the Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu closer to a full treaty that would establish a Palestinian state alongside the nation of Israel. But the two sides have reportedly been at odds over almost every aspect of the core issues involved in the two-state accord. As part of the framework deal designed to keep the talks going past an April deadline, Kerry has been reportedly pushing Netanyahu to agree to negotiations on the basis of the Palestinian state to be established along the pre-1967 borders. Are you serious? Are you serious? With a land swap adjustments and urging Abbas to recognize Israel as a Jewish state. This is another reason you don't want to miss today's show. My guest, Walid Shubat, was born in Bethlehem and was there during the 1967 Six-Day War. He's a former member of the PLO. Now, a born-again Christian, married to a Christian wife, and living and sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ. He's exposing the radical Islamic views of the Palestinian Liberation Organization. We're going to ask him these questions. What was it like in the Six-Day War? We're going to ask him, what's going on? What is his view? What's going to happen in your view? Just his opinion of this peace agreement. Wow. Plus the Christians being murdered in Syria and their blood being sold. Also the genocide of Christians in Nigeria, Northern Africa, places like Somalia, and other parts of the world like Pakistan and Tunisia. And what about Hillary Rodham Clinton being charged with collaboration with Mohammed Morsi's wife in Egypt? We're going to find out all this stuff, folks, because it's all part of the end-time rise of the beast, the New World Order, the false prophet, the Antichrist. They're rising. They're rising. You know, Joel Richardson wrote a book called The Mideast Beast. I've just written a book called Jerusalem Jihad. I'm telling you, and Perry Stone says without a doubt, he knows for sure that radical Islam will be either the Antichrist or the false prophet. It's the same thing I've been saying for 3 years. Hal Lindsey has come on board also with this, as biblical scholars can see the signs of the times, folks. We're living in the last days. Give your life to Jesus Christ. It's time to get right with God.